Hello, this is Folks and Games. That was terrible. Hello, this is Folks and Games. I'm Sam.
And I'm Eric. Welcome to the first in our review series. This being the first episode, we're going to review this.
Pocket tissues.
A pack of Quality Choice pocket tissues.
Quality Choice.
Now, I have been interacting with this product for a while, and that's made me pretty biased. So we have Sam here. He's going to be our impartial reviewer. He's going to offer fresh thoughts, and then I'll kind of hit you with what I've analyzed about this thing. Because trust me, I have some very definite opinions
About this particular
brand
Okay.
of tissues.
Okay.
But for anybody who might not be familiar, don't open it yet. Okay.
No, I gotta look at the packaging. I gotta get a feel for the whole.
All right. You do your thing.
Anyway,
I mean,
what were you saying?
Note that they are off-brand. I think that's the biggest thing. So this could be relevant for anybody who's looking to save a little money. We'll tell you whether or not you want to buy these tissues.
Compared to Kleenex.
Compared to Kleenex. And fortunately, we do have some
real
Kleenex pocket tissues here. And just a quick note as well, we are not sponsored by either Kleenex or Quality Choice. We're just doing this out of the goodness of our heart. We had to buy these tissues ourselves. Actually, my roommate bought these tissues, but I bought these a year ago and I've been saving them ever since. All right, so hopefully anybody who's watching is familiar with what these are, but if you're not, just as a breakdown, this is kind of like, an emergency pack of tissues if you got a cold or something like that, and you need to be able to blow your nose, you can fit it in your pocket, that sort of thing.
Purse, pocket, car, glove compartment.
Anywhere that you can think of. And the mechanics of it are you just take a tissue out and you blow your nose with it, throw it away. That's how they're supposed to work anyway. So we'll let Sam here kind of open them up, give us his thoughts.
Okay. Nice arrow telling me what I need to do.
Now that is handy. I'll admit I had not noticed that.
Oh. The little tab was a little difficult to get my fingernail under initially, but after that it opens up. And actually it seems to stop there with just a little flap. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, and it reseals. Actually, the adhesive there remains. It's nice.
Yeah, and I will say from my long-term experience with the product that it will last through all of your usage of the tissues. So I believe
this doesn't tear?
There's what, 10 of them?
10.
Yeah, so
10
that adhesive will stay adhering until you're through your last tissue. It's not going to wear out on you.
Very good.
Unless you're working in probably a dusty or sandy environment.
As in it will become contaminated, like stuff will...
No, the adhesive will start to pick up the dust and won't work as well. But yeah. All right, so what do we got here?
Ooh, that's pretty easy. It doesn't, it comes out whole, it's not wrinkled, it didn't get stuck. That actually came out really nicely.
So what are you thinking, as you're handling it here?
It feels a little bit like a napkin.
Okay. Is that a good thing or a bad thing to you?
A lot of napkins are kind of papery, and this is a little papery. It's not super soft.
Sure.
Fairly durable.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm not like ripping it to shreds, but...
Well, he's just blowing his nose on a public YouTube video.
I'm not going to show anybody that, but...
Yeah.
Not bad.
So...
It's a little rough.
So you just used it?
I did just use it.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little rough, but by far not the worst I've used.
No.
I'm going to throw this out.
Yeah, no, fine. Go for it. What do you think about this little artistic fold that they've got?
It didn't bother me. It's not just, it probably is easier to open and separate. Initially it's half fold, and then, what is that, a quarter fold?
Yeah, that looks like quarter points.
So, it's probably easier to grab that because, I don't know if I can put that back together. Because the larger folds do come apart easily, and then instead of like having to grab an edge, it is just sort of there in the middle, so it's easy to open up wide and then fold however you like when you do blow your nose or wipe something up.
So that's another thing that it's got going for it. Color, it's pretty standard white tissue.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have minded seeing something a little more inventive, but I can see where for a generic product, like what Quality Choice has given us here, the white probably helps to keep the cost down. I'd imagine.
I don't know. I mean, when I see white paper products of any kind, in my mind, it means that it's probably been bleached at some point, and I don't know if that's an extra process. I mean, if it was brown, like, paper, like raw paper, I guess, I don't know if that would be as appealing to use. Like, white is very clean. Like, that's, people think of clean, they think of white, they can, like, wipe their noses with it or clean something up.
So you think it's more of a marketing thing, image thing, not a cost thing?
White?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Okay.
My guess is it's harder to get white paper than it is off-white.
Off-white, I agree. I was thinking,
This is pretty white. I don't have anything to compare it to, but...
this generic toilet paper that we got here, that also...
Is that the same white? Looks the same to me.
I guess I was thinking along the lines of like a green or a pink or an orange or something. Could have been kind of cool and flashy. But you're thinking no. That's fine. Difference of opinions are okay.
My guess is that is more things to make, one more process, and becomes more expensive. So I can assume that this is relatively inexpensive.
Yes, yeah, I would say relatively inexpensive. I don't know how much these cost, honestly. I bought them a long time ago. Yeah, so if you want, I can give you kind of what my thoughts are on it.
Yeah, please.
Because I did buy them a long time ago. What I noticed that drew me to them was it says on the side right here, buy with confidence. And I was looking at a whole stack of different tissues like this, and most of them were in packs of 6, and I was thinking, well, I don't know if I need a brand name, and buy with confidence so I can trust these. So I bought them, and I used 5 of them out of obligation. And I never opened this pack because I refuse to use these tissues again. They are the worst tissue, in my opinion, that I've ever encountered. Yeah. All right. Because, so you just blew your nose with them right now.
Yeah.
Do you have a cold?
No.
So.
Just generally sniffly because it is cold. It's winter and.
It is chilly. Yeah, it's pretty bad around here.
A little bit.
Yeah. I think there's a critical design flaw with these tissues. Okay. And I've just noticed it picking it up here. Here, pick it up, see if you can pick it out.
Not sure what you're going for.
All right, so when you've got a cold, you blow your nose a lot, right? And already kind of the paperiness of it might grate on your nose a little bit.
Sure.
But that's fine. Plenty of cheap Kleenexes are papery, right? But you start to get chapped, and then it starts to wear on you blowing your nose. Now, notice the little dimples here. On the one side, they're pointy. Feel that with your finger now that you're thinking about it.
They're pointy. No,
Imagine
that's
those
very
pointy dimples running across your chapped nose.
I could imagine that. To be fair, I do generally use like this area.
Sure.
But yes, no, if you after wipe or whatever, I could see that. You know what I mean.
I know what you
mean. You're not finished when you blow. You do the wipe.
Exactly. That's exactly my point. You do your wipe, or you try to reuse it. You're already saving money by buying generic brand. You try to save more money by using it twice, maybe, if you're strategic about it. Now you got a smaller space, you're way more likely to run into this. It's like blowing your nose on tacks. It's terrible. It's excruciating. Yeah, it's excruciating.
I'm gonna go for tacks, maybe sandpaper.
All right, sandpaper's way more fine.
I just,
Maybe these were supposed to be cheap napkins.
They just repackaged it as tissue because they thought they could make an extra buck.
They just repackaged it.
It does say pocket tissue, not pocket napkins.
Maybe it's holding the plies together, but you see the problem.
I do.
All right, so that's what I've got for thoughts. Do you have any last minute thoughts on our tissues here?
Well, I kind of want to directly compare one to a Kleenex now.
Oh, we can do that, yeah. Let's take a look at that. So here's a Kleenex.
Okay, so there's a distinctive difference there.
All right, the packaging is more complex. You have to do a lift here.
Yeah.
And then, I would say this is easier to grab. And right away, I'm feeling that it's thicker. And the reason that we're doing this specifically is because it says compared to Kleenex. Similar fold, similar feel, and look at that.
Oh, they do have the little dimples. It's a very similar fold. I don't know if you can see that. Nearly identical.
Kleenex is definitely bigger.
Yeah.
I am noticing that it does have the embossed pattern.
It does, which must be required to hold them together, because that was the sticking point.
Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead and say Kleenex is a far less coarse.
Oh, yeah.
Far, far less coarse.
Yeah, there's no contest.
So
if you're not thinking about it, you can't feel that, whether I'm rubbing, like touching the middle or touching the edge. With this, there's no doubt where you're...
Yeah, you know when your nose has hit one of these. No contest. Money's not an object. I would be blowing my nose with the Kleenex. And I guess that's kind of where we're at. Would you recommend that somebody go buy these quality choice tissues?
No.
No. Neither would I. I would not. I would not.
If you're buying these, you should buy yourself a jar of, what is it, petroleum jelly or Vaseline, just to like moisten your nose and start healing it immediately.
Yeah. I'll put a plug in for Carmex too. Carmex is pretty great stuff.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. No. Tissues are good, and by all means, try different off-brand tissues. We think it's important to fact-check some of the claims made by the marketing departments at the places we review products from, so we wanted to look at the packaging in more detail here. We already compared it to Kleenex, so we know how that stacks up. They're calling it pocket tissues. That's pretty factual. They're calling it soft and strong. Well, let's take a look at how strong it really is. Obviously, one of the most important things you'd want to do to test the strength of any tissue is see how it holds up after being struck with a hammer.
Oh, that is a piercing sound.
Yes. I'd say it held up all right, but we do have a little bit of a hole here. I don't know if you can see that.
We've hit it with a hammer, and we want to know how well it holds up nails. Hey, not too bad. What would you say this weighs, Eric?
I'd say approximately 1 pound.
This isn't going to do anything, but hey, when in Rome. Oh, actually, I did poke it. No, I'm just having fun. There's no purpose to this anymore. Nope. Alright, good enough.
We know from our analysis that it is in fact 3-ply tissue.
Plies?
Yeah.
Oh, it does say 3-ply.
Yeah, it does say 3-ply.
Okay, yeah, I'm starting to see that. You can keep talking.
It's
going to take me a minute.
Yeah, go for it. Whoa.
Okay, I see how that... Well, this is definitely thinner. I mean, feel that. This one feels thicker. I just can't find a point to separate it. You find it?
I've got a spot.
Look, a nice little pouch. How nice is that?
Multi-purpose
Look at
tissues,
that.
I suppose.
Durability test. Not a chance. Not a chance. But I have it though. I destroyed mine, but I do. You are impressive, sir. You're quite impressive.
If you really want to save money, this is the way to do it. Deep-ply your tissues.
Side note, Pokemon Games does not recommend deep-plying all of your tissues. It'll save far more money and time. Okay, so we have definitive 3-plies. They did not lie about that, to give them credit.
Yeah, so that's...
Because I don't think I'm separating that any farther.
So that's a true claim that we have 3 plies of tissue here. So, good job there. No lies so far. 10 count. I did count them before this video started, and there were in fact 10 in there. There's quite a few less now.
Only a little bit of testing involved.
Yeah. And let's take a look at this claim that they are 8.15 inches by 8.15 inches. That's pretty important too.
All right, so we have the Quality Choice Kleenex. Oh, I thought I ripped it.
Nope, it was just those divots.
So what are we looking for here?
8.15 by 8.15 inches.
This isn't how accurate this is. It's under 8.
Under 8? You saw it here, folks. All right, what have we got in the other dimension?
Possibly?
No,
That's less than 1.
Yeah,
Or
we'd be
0.1.
looking at just over 8 1/8. We're right about at 8 there. Ooh, that's some marks off.
Those
I'll
are
tell
some
you.
shabby claims.
Oh boy. On the reverse here, we see a lot of the same information from the front duplicated. Actually, it's kind of hard to tell which side is the front, which side is the back.
I generally associate the back with barcodes, so I can only assume the other side is the front.
I'd agree, but...
And also, barcodes and disclaimers.
And disclaimers. So if we zoom in here, we'll note that they wanted to be extra clear. This product is not manufactured or distributed by Kimberly-Clark Corporation, owner of the registered trademark Kleenex, restricted.
Why did they feel the need to tell us that?
I don't know, Sam, but it is recyclable.
Ooh, bonus points.
So that concludes our review of quality choice tissues. Hopefully we've helped you make a more informed purchase decision. If you like this video, like, share, comment, subscribe. If you got any teachers that might like this video or like bosses or anybody, email it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to know the differences between different Kleenexes.
Yeah. We'll see you next time.
Blow my nose with this one because I only blew the one nostril. Okay, that is vastly improved.
Yeah.
That's
good.
that is real good.